it is insert yesterday. Today we can use update. If possible, we can also try to do delete also. So remember, if you want to do any operation of these, you require one file, CSV file. The file should be, you should have a CSV format file. On that file only you can, either you can update, import, export, whatever you can do with the files only you can do. Those files you can use into the particular tools like import wizard, data loader, or workbench. Those things you can use it anyhow. It depends on the requirement. So we know how to insert the data. So for the data we have created Excel, not this data we have created. Okay, so this is the data you have created yesterday, and you want to update or delete it. Basically you want to do either update or delete. What you require to identify, you should have one unique key or unique ID that will be recognized that this is the value ID which is referred to this particular record. So this complete row you want to recognize through the one unique ID. That will, you can say, every Salesforce record, and after created a Salesforce record, by default it will be generated ID of the record ID.
అవ్వలేదు, నువ్వు వెళ్ళిపోయి ఇక్కడి నుంచి. ఇంకో అబ్బదు అప్పుడే.
So here you want to recognize that you should have one more column called ID. In this ID you should get the data and update it accordingly. So how you can recognize that ID data? You just go through the lead object, no, it is traveler, right? Not lead, right? Traveler, no? Okay. In this traveler, you want to update the data. You just take it as particular values. Like if I want to see here, if you click this, it will open a record detail page. You just select that ID and keep it before that ID as a Hari. You can keep it before Hari, you can keep it as ID. Similarly, you can update all the values, then update accordingly. Let's see. That is Hari, I taken one value. Padma.
Shiva, this is for insert function, right?
No, insert has been done. It is, I'm trying to tell you now, update.
Update, okay. So with the existing data, if we wanted to update anything, then we can use the existing ID itself.
Yeah, exactly. You should use IDs. IDs recognition, you can see that URL, select this 15-digit record ID.
Krishna.
Yeah.
So if we have like 1 million of data, like 10,000 of data, and we have to update like 1,000 of data, then we have to do this process.
For that, depends on, we will ideally, for now it is limited data, so I just trying to make it to understand URL, how you can get IDs and all. I'm trying to make it.
Okay.
So
okay.
you can recognize the ID from through this, like a URL.
Okay.
Once you click that record, this is the record detail page, right?
Yeah.
Once you open that record detail page, you can see that URL. In that you can get it ID. These IDs only when you export the data of this particular object data, then you will get it all the record IDs automatically. So I can tell you anyhow how to do and all. I can tell you. Now let me try to change these all the values to different. Here I can keep it as a RAM. I think I gave it these values, and here I can change that everything is 8 series. Try to see sequence. I am updating values like this. This is let it be other values, keep it as it is. Just so I'm just updating the value. I'm trying to save the file. The file is Traveler Excel. Now, what are the ways we can do? We can do through the, first of all, we can do through the work import wizard. Let's go and try to do. So when you need to click import setup, then search for import. It will, you can find it as data import wizard. You select that. Once you click that, it will open a link detail base. See, this is the button where you can click on import wizard. So as of now, we prepared the document or file, and then after we need to choose the file, which file you are going to update, and then you need to map the fields. After that, you need to review that what is happened the import after you did the import wizard. Now click the import wizard. It will open a wizard. Click custom buttons and select the travelers. And I was told you that it is the import wizard will be perform only 50,000 records only. And also it will support few limited standard objects. You can see what are those limited standard objects: account, contact, lead, solution, campaign members. On a standard object, these 5 only it will support. For example, you want to insert the data on opportunity, you can't do through the import wizard. So these are the limitations which has import wizard. So select custom objects and travelers. See here, update existing record, choose this and just choose the file, or also you can map it to what are the things and all ID, that thing you can do, and choose the file, traveler, and select this and click next. So you just got it as all the data which is, so now you need to map it. See, Salesforce ID, these all the things are Salesforce object fields. These all are CSV fields which you have mentioned. So as it is saying that unmapped, it means it is not mapping, because in the file APIs you have mentioned file names are you have mentioned different, but is in the Salesforce APIs are different. So when I say APIs, how you can recognize the APIs? You just go to the object detail page. If you click a fields and relationships, then you can see here what are the things are, those are, you can say these are the fields. Since we have a name and we have email as a field, but whereas if you see that here email ID is something, it is matching is different, it is going on. So that is the reason by default it is not able to map it, but still you can do the manually to map it. When you click map, you can see here you can select the related email, then click map, it will be mapped. Similarly, you can do that contact ideally we can say the phone number, you can do that one. Now it is mapped. So values are has been mapped. Then if you click next, so what is saying that, so it is object is travelers, you are trying to do update existing records, and the file name is traveler.csv. File format, you can see that CSV format. How many fields has been mapped? 5 fields. There is no field you have left it as unmapped. Now click start import, it does that updated the data. Once it is has been updated, you can find it as any error. You can see here there is a one thing is error. It's okay. Let's see how many records are processed. 6. So let's see what is the result or what is the issue we are facing that. Just to open that request value. Record data has been updated. Then just go and see that whether this Srinivas should be updated as a different name, right? Let's refresh it and see. Because I used the ID now. See that the name is came into the RAM and the phone number is came to this value. This is the way you have to update. So when you say update, you should always require the record ID is a mandatory to update the data. Then go and see what are the values has been viewed it. These are the values only, like Ram, Lakshman, Sita, or whatever. These are the names only we have updated, right? You can open any of the record and see that a number will be changed and the name will be changed. Clear for update for everyone?
Yes, Krishna. I think one of the trainee would have asked a question. Maybe even I also have the question. Like, if it is smaller value, like let's say 10 or 15 records, it's fine that we can take IDs. So if it is like 50,000 records, as you mentioned,
Okay.
so how do we look up and get the IDs? Do we have a provision to look up the IDs and?
Yes, you have. You have. Basically, we have the one implementation you can do. Here you can consider it there are 17 records. Okay.
Okay.
If I want to do modify or something on all the records, or I want to do something, I can't get it go on every open record ID and get it, and that won't be a good practice.
Yeah.
Ideally, in Salesforce ecosystem, we have export. One more functionality called export.
Okay.
Data export. You have to select data export, and you can do that exportation to the in your mail ID. It will be sent to your mail basically once the export process has been done.
Okay. So using that file, whatever the changes that you wanted to make it, you make it, and you can use the same CSV file because there won't be any issues in searching a unique identifier in that case, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If you say export now, it will be it will generate, like it will ask you which object you want to export it. Okay, then you can choose like traveler.
Clear, Krishna.
Yeah.
If there is any duplicate ID, will that throw an error while importing?
Duplicate. This is a unique Sarupa. Never going to be the duplicate for that.
Oh, okay.
No, I think Swarupa, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So even I'm putting in different way. Like I'm uploading the duplicate data. Let's say that we have two different names, but I'm mentioning the same ID. Will it throw an error?
No, it will update latest one, last one. Basically in the file, you can consider in this file itself. Okay, you have used this ID for the two fields. Okay, two rows you can consider. So whatever the latest last one, that data will be updated on that record ID. It won't give any error.
Okay. Another thing, I have two same line actually. We have a data, right? So like let's say like 5 and 6 are having the same ID, same data. So will it prompt and give an error? We have duplicates, or
see IDs you mentioned the same. It won't give any errors.
Okay.
But values you want to maintain it in, for example, I have on this value, this ID and this ID is different. If in case it is a different IDs, but you are trying to update the value. Okay. Values are same, but here the same. Here also, if you mention RAM is same values, so you want to maintain or check it out duplicate values, then you can do.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Clear.
So once it is done, the process has been done. It will send to your mail. Then this is the one thing. Okay, here the issue is this in the Salesforce or in the import wizard. import wizard, you can't do the delete operation. Either you can do insert or update. That's it, through the import wizard. And data export is just, it will generate a file and get the data from the particular targeted object which you selected. Then it will send to your mail. That is the data export. It is separate one. That you can do the scheduled based, or immediately you can do. It will be generated within a couple of minutes or something. Then it will send to you. This is the import wizard or export, data export. These in the Salesforce internal tools. These two are Salesforce internal tools. Now, whereas we have data loader. Click login with Salesforce and try to click. It will be login into the Arc. So now let me try to modify the data. You can consider these are the values which I want to update through the data loader. How we can do the update through the data loader? You can select first import. See here, you can see upsert or update. Ideally, upsert is nothing but insert and update, combination of the insert and update. For now, we are going to do update and select the object which you are selected, traveler. Then click next. I can choose the file whichever you want to, and click next. Once that it is, see here, if it is the values are mapped, it is automatically map it. If there anything, it will be ask you to select it. So it is contact ID, it is not mapped since it's the way values are different. So you should select it. So once you have been selected, all the maps we have done. Now try to click next. And this, you can see that if you want to process bulk data, you can better to choose this. For now, it's fine to be taken care of this way. Also, you can see that queries and all, you can scheduled format, these are all things you can mention. Click run. It will take ideally in a while.
Krishna, this is the data loader IO is a web-based data loader, right?
Yeah, exactly, correct.
Yeah, we have also the data loader app also that we have to download.
Yes, you can download it and install it.
That one is better, or this one?
I will suggest you to install your personal environment. That is the better one, not this.
Okay. The data loader app.
Yeah. No data was imported because of there is nothing to data. That is the reason it is. Okay, but the 5 records has been updated. You just go and check it out. In the Bharat Hanuman, all the things has been updated. Just select recently viewed one. You can see here. See the, what is it? Lakshman Sita Bharat Hanuman. If it is updated, then let me open. Oh, values are not updated. Where I have uploaded. Oh, it is a request file. Sorry, I was trying in the wrong file. So this is a ID here.
Krishna, you select import one, not update option.
Okay, that is the reason I'm not able to find the record ID. I should choose only either update or upset, then only I can find that. So by default, ID will be connected. So all the fields has been mapped properly. Then click next. 5 rows data. Save and run. See, 5 records has been inserted successfully. Just go and refresh now. Let's see. It is updated. See. So this is a way we can do through the either update through the data loader as well. Means it is web-based tool. I suggest you to install the tool into your org and you can try to work on it. Now, final one, Workbench. Try to go. You know that how to we know how to update and all for now. As of now, you just need to select the object. Whatever the object you want to update, you can just choose the file and then update it. Then click next. It will automatically ask you to map it to the fields and all. You just select that IDs, related things. Then just map in the fields and confirm the update. So it's ID, there is a missing, nothing is there, it's okay. See, these are the values has been updated. And just go the system and try to refresh and see that the values. Previously it was Bhima, Raju, Nakul and all. Now it will be C, Lakshman, Raju and all. These are all the same values. Such a way you can do the data update. Now I want to delete it. You can do delete operation from the either data loader or Workbench. You just go, see here, you can directly select delete operation and you can do. You just select the traveler and do. Just select traveler and choose the file. Now click next and continue. No ID. Field is selected. Why selected ID? Mhm. This is source header. It's sample data. Select the fields with the Salesforce ID of the deleted. Here why it is fields are not coming. It's okay. Let's go. Try to delete. So file. Just click next. Say it is automatically selected IDs. ID only one thing is required to delete it. Click that and you want to do the permanently deleted or just delete it only. Ideally, I will suggest to do delete only permanently. So when you say permanently delete it, ideally once the record is deleted, what will happen? This will be stored into the 15 days in a recycle bin. After 15 days, automatically will delete from the recycle bin. If you select this one, it will be deleted completely from even recycle bin as well. That is called hard delete. Confirm and delete, it will be deleted. Future not enabled, hard delete. Operation is required to be user permissions. In this particular profile, you just go and select that hard delete. Then only you can do. For now, you just do normal delete only then. See, these all the records are has been deleted. Now go to the view and see what will happen. See, once the record has been deleted, you will see these kind of errors. But still, you want to see the data, you just go and search for the recycle bin and find the data which you have been deleted. See here. These records has been deleted from the database so that it is moved into the recycle bin. In this recycle bin, it will be stored till the 15 days from today. This is kind of, there are certain time you want to get the data from return back. When you select this and do that restore, the data will come back to that. Or if you do this one, it will be completely removed from the here. Such a way you can say the all the data, which data you want to remove from the completely hard deleted, that you can do. So these are all the operations you can do from the data loader and import workbench. Import wizard, you can't do the delete operation. So these are the major difference. You should keep it in mind while you are working. Okay, if you have nothing, let me know anything if you have. I can tell you one more small minor concept we have, that is called the export data. Exporting data you can do through the different tools, in the data load. You just select that particular object called you are targeted and click next, and it will ask you what are the fields you want to choose it. You can choose once you choose that and you just click next, it will ask you 13 records has been there, and you can still see that format and all. You can make it as which for where you want to store this folder and all. You can, those are things you can do. Click and save it. The process will be do start. Once it is done, what will happen? It will generate a file and send to you, or it will showcase here. You just download it directly. The process will be take little more time, so just bear it.
Shiva, to install the data loader tool,
Yeah.
can we do anywhere else, or from Apex only we need to do it?
Oh no, we can do even internal also. If there is no restrictions in your laptop, it is very easy to install. If there is any restrictions into that, then we have to ask that help from our company people.
Okay,
Yeah.
what version, or is there any version, or simply data loader would do?
It's just directly latest. Always I prefer to take latest one. Ideally, we can go in setup. You just search here data loader. Under the integration, you can find it like that. See here, you just if you are using Windows, you just better to go for this. If you are using Mac, you go for this. When you click this, it is not directly, it will be downloaded, but instructions, if you better to choose instructions first and try to do. If you click this, not directly, it will be downloaded. But if you want to use that data loader, you can see here a few certain things too. Data loader is a client app for the bulk data input in your data. So for that, you should install OpenJDK 11 before you are installing the data loader. This should be ready in your system. Then only it will be perform, or you can use the data loader. This is only the one disadvantage through the a web-based one. It is just take too much time, even though it is. See here, your data is there, but just keep on loading. I just refresh it. Just open now. Just open. So like this, you can get it as what are the always get it. If you want to update something, just get it and try to do. This is the way we can do. Clear?
Yes.
So here you can modify something. I didn't mention anything why it is coming. You can update it accordingly, this file, and update into the system back. such a way you can do the bulk data. Not only these records, you can a number of records in the file. You can almost you can consider 5 lakhs records, or you can keep it. So whatever the file data you have, that you can simply keep it and try to upload it accordingly. Clear for the data loader. Data loader.io and Workbench, insertion, delete, export, all the operations into the system. Anybody has any question, ask me now. Hello? Nothing? Then nothing, then I can stop now. Okay. Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow then with the new concept. Securities.
Okay.